Maybe I'll run the antennas out the back. I don't know. I like them down over here. I feel like it just protects them more from getting banged around and smacked off. So I'm just going to continue to do what I like. And I use that frame piece for the VTX antenna. Alright. So now we're going to want to verify that this thing isn't shorted. Alright, so we're going to verify that this thing isn't shorted. We got our meter here. Alright. Now this is basically just testing for continuity, so we don't have any shorts, right? So we're good there. And even with that, still I'm going to use a smoke stopper. If you bought one, you bought one. If you made one, you made one. Still recommend for the first plug. All right, so we got our 4 ESCs, we got our 4 motors, we got our capacitor, we've got our receiver connected, and my transmitter is turned on. So here we go. Let's give it a shot. Okay, that's all good signs. All right. There we go. Now we can check the motor. All right, all my motors are good. We got motor spin up. We got the light on. We got everything seeming to be working. Like I said, I set this up beforehand. So there you go. Now, the next step that I'm going to do is now we're going to connect up our camera system, and we're going to be done with that. So let me attach my camera, get our VTX in here, and we'll figure out where the wires are going to go. Okay, so we're back now. I got my Runcam Micro Sparrow Pro, whatever the heck it's called, up here, and I got the new AKK. What is it? The AKK Ultimate. This is the new one that they got out. Review coming soon. FX2 Ultimate Mini. So this is capable of 1200 milliwatts. It's got some weird things. We'll get into that. That's not for the topic for this discussion. So this board can do smart audio, but it cannot do, or tram telemetry, but it cannot do camera control as factory stock. You know, there's nothing to hook up for that. So for the camera, all I'm going to need is video, ground, and power. And if we look at the front of this, the way I got this sitting, the front run is ground 9-volt cam. So we're just going to take I already kind of got it pre-cut. So if we got this sitting here, the front goes ground. Ground, 9-volt, and then cam is going to be your voltage or your video in from the camera. All right, let's just check those connections. I'm gonna fix up the ground a little bit. I don't really like that. A little more solder. There we go. All right, so there's our camera connections. We got those running there. And then our VTX stuff is going to be right off the back. So we got ground, 9-volt VTX, and then TX6 for smart audio. This one says, so we got TBS, so we know that's smart audio. We got 12-volt, 5-volt, ground, video, ground, and then 7 to 24. So we just got our voltage in, our ground, video, and our smart control. Now I imagine this isn't going to do 12 volts if you don't supply it with 12 volts. I'm going to start off, and I mean, this is the 1200 milliwatt transmitter. I'm going to start off with the 9 volts. I might not get full power out of the 9 volts. I might have to put it on VBAT, but there is no VBAT pin, so we're going to have to run it off of here or one of the ESCs or something. So we'll start with this and we'll see what we get. So let's see. Again, let's shorten this up. So we know the ground is the first pin. So we basically just match up everything. Now these being both grounds, it doesn't really matter if they touch, but it's definitely a little harder when you're far away from the board. All right, so we got ground, 9-volt video, and TX6. All right, there we go. Now we're just gonna kind of push this to the side. All right, that is one fully assembled for what I'm gonna use. Rotor Riot controller. So yeah, it's a pretty easy layout. You know, camera front, transmitter back, receiver right there. Yeah, it's a pretty good layout. Now, if you have a Spectrum, or you need 3.3 volts, you're gonna have to run it from here, you know, your power here and your signal over here, so that could be a pain. But as far as like the basics, pretty darn simple. So let's plug this guy in and verify the video. Now, it did update nice and easy on Betaflight, so that was good. All right, let's plug this guy in. Whoops. Oh, the one thing we can do is add the buzzer. All right, there we go. So we got Betaflight. Now it's a brand new camera, so I got to get in there and fix the camera stuff. And now, yeah, it's my voltage, whatever. So I still got to add the OSD stuff, but there you go. We got video. Everything looks good so far. The only other thing we can do that you would need for the Rotor Riot controller, let's see where we're going to add the buzzer. Buzzer that came in the package. Right here. The buzzer pad. The buzzer pad is right here. It's the first 2 pins. Boop, boop. So we got buzzer negative is for negative and then positive. So let's get in here. Okay, so I took the wire off the buzzer and I just kind of soldered it right to the pad so that won't fall out. And let's double check and make sure it buzzes. There you go. All right. There you go. I think that's pretty much all you need for the Rotor Riot controller. Again, it's a DYS. It's a pretty decent layout. Soft mounted gyro, even though I melted this case like a good decent little bit there, but it should be fine. Soft mounted gyro, we got the gummies, all the most common stuff. It's running an F4. I got Betaflight 3.4 on here. So yeah, if there is anything weird that happens or I have any problems, I will do another review about it and I'll talk about it, but I'm expecting this thing to function as a regular DYS and get all the same features and all the good stuff. So there you go. 1,000 sub giveaway is I'm going to be doing it soon. I'm just waiting on a receiver for it so I can make sure it's all good to go, and then we're going to do that giveaway. Link will be in the description for that video, and follow all the rules there, and you can get in on a giveaway to win a full quad. My 200th video is coming up, so yeah, a lot of exciting things. There you go. All right, that's the Rotor Riot controller, or the Riot controller from Rotor Riot. That's how I hooked it up. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you on the next one.